Hello everybody, Average Gamer here. Welcome to the next installment of the patch 1.4.90 for the 13th of December 2016 in-depth look at. So in this one, not going to be too crazy when it comes to how in-depth I'm actually going to be, mainly because it's the quirks. So the quirks part of the patch. Now, this is usually in my eyes the more entertaining part, to just watch how people react to these quirks and how they're changed and tweaks and all that stuff. Overall, to sum it all up, basically a big change to, well, not even big change, just little changes to structure and armor on a bunch of mechs, mostly the lights, obviously. And rate of fire changes for the machine guns. Since the machine guns are now more accurate, the rate of fire doesn't need to be as high, because it used to be high because it would spread. They wanted to do X amount of damage to one specific spot, but because machine guns were so kind of spready, and they were, the cone, we'll say, of rounds going out was so spread out that they didn't have the impact until they clustered them a lot better. So now, if they were to fire at the same rate on a lot of these mechs, that would cause some massive OP-ness. From what I was looking at, even what a couple other people on YouTube here were talking about. So, with that in mind, they've reduced the machine gun rate of fire quirk on a bunch of these guys, but they've also increased the armor and structure on a lot of these mechs as well. So we're just going to go through these real quick, real fast. Locust 1V, you guys can see here, reduced by half. The 3V also reduced by reduced down to 20%. The Pirate's Bane reduced by half, going from 20 to 10%. There you go. The turn rate and acceleration, deacceleration quirks are now available on the Commando 1B, the 1D, and also its champion variant are also getting those 30% boosts to turn rate, acceleration, deacceleration. Also the 2D and the 3A. All of them are getting it. The Death Knell is not getting them. But it is getting its modification to its left arm and right arm. It's now getting armor, and it's getting the structure of 10 removed from the arms, and it's just getting 15 straight armor, which is a lot better. The Spider 5K is losing its machine gun rate of fire. The Urban Mech 60 is basically getting all its structure quirks turned into armor quirks, which makes it more tanky, which in my eyes is a lot better. Same with the R60L. And the R63 and 63S. Same thing. All the structure quirks are now being turned into armor quirks, which are, in my eyes, is amazing. The Jenner is getting structure quirks as well, mostly in its center torso to keep it a little bit more alive. So the D, the DF, and the DS are all getting that 11. The F, the K, all getting that 11 structure. The Panther is getting the same work as the Urban Mech, so all the structures are now turning into armor quirks. It also gets a plus 50% to its turn rate, which is good. The 10P, same thing, 15% to turn rate. All structure quirks are now armor quirks. Thumbs up to that one. The Panther 8Z, it's getting acceleration quirks and deacceleration increase of 5% for it, and all the structure are also going to armor. Can't wait to get to the Wolfhound, find out what's going on with that one. The 9R as well, all structure to armor, and the Wolfhound, all structure quirks gone. Armor quirks, yay! And they rejoiced. Wolfhound 1A, same thing, all structure quirks now armor quirks. 1B, structure to armor. The 2 and the 2R, all structure now armor. The Arrow. The rate of fire now for the machine guns is going to be 5%, reduction of 20. Now remember, yeah, it's a lot, but the guns are now more accurate. So it offsets, right? Accuracy increased, rate of fire is reduced. I think that's a very good trade-off. The Vindicator 1A, all structure quirks are now armor quirks. The 1R, same thing, structure to armor. The St. Ives Blue, same thing. All the structure quirks are now armor quirks. Thumbs up to that one. Vindicator, it loses its machine gun rate of fire on the 1X from 50% increase now to 30. So it still has a high rate of machine gun fire, but it's been reduced by 20%. But all the structure arm quirks are now armor quirks. The Phoenix Hawks they all lost a nice chunk of their machine gun rate of fire. Really no other changes to them. The Trebuchet's 3C, it got a buff altogether. So like right here, the LRM heat gen has been up by 5%. LRM cooldown up by 5%. Arm, yaw, and torso yaw, both have been up pretty good. The 5J, it's also got some missile cooldown and missile heat gen increases. It's also got some structure quirks. The Trebuchet 5N, energy range and duration both got increased, and the yaw obviously for the arm there. And its structure quirks got buffed up a little bit as well. Overall, the Trebuchet got some good loving. Lots of quirks to make it a little bit more, well, playable, I guess you could say. Big one here, missile medium laser heat gen, heat reduction, which is pretty good. Overall, I mean, yeah, they're doing this. I mean, in a couple months, it's going to be gone anyways. But you know, it's good to see that they're making it playable for the next foreseeable few months. I think that's the Vindicator. Oh God, VTR. What is the VTR? Holy crimoli! I think that's the Vindicator. VTR, VND. What's VTR? Oh, the Victor? It's the Victor. Okay, I always forget about the Victor. Like I forget that thing exists. Oh, jeez. So the Victor. Wow, it's been a long time since I even looked at one. All the structure quirks are now armor quirks for all the variants again, which is in my eyes good. I don't see them, so I'm assuming maybe there's an armor issue with them. I don't know. I don't pilot them. I don't know them all that great. But yeah, so they all got switched over as well. With the clans, basically it's an increase in rate of fire for the machine guns to roughly around in the 15s and 20s, and overall changes to structure and armor as well. I like these changes mainly because, well, other than the Victor, because I don't pilot Victors and I never really paid attention to Victors, so I'm gonna have to kind of assume that it's a good thing for the Victor. I don't know, but overall, I like it. The overall changes to the quirks that they're doing right now. Not big ones, just little tiny ones, and giving the odd mech love here and all that stuff. Main thing I'm worried about is that infamous power creep, right? So if you increase Mech A's, fire rate of machine guns, or its heat gen for lasers A, B, and C, and well, now the next mech is out of balance. So you gotta add the quirks of A and B quirk to the mech to make it more viable, because it should be a little bit more powerful. And I'm really looking forward to February, when it's you pick your mech and you basically quirk it the way you want to. Have it your way. See you guys next time on the battlefield. Bye-bye.